Hey there, everybody. I hope you're having a super happy Wednesday. I have two beaded spine blank books to go into the shop today. Guys, I really appreciate your support over there at Etsy. Thank you so much for your continued kindness. I really am my heart's so full. Really appreciate it. Very grateful. So let's take a look at these books and then let's talk about ways to use a blank book. Of course, a blank book is like a blank canvas, a blank palette, a blank piece of paper, but sometimes you need something to break that page, right? So let's kind of look at our pages and then let's talk about ways that we can break a blank page. Now, we're going to call this book Birdie Birdie because I did one before using this fabric and I thought that's just a fun name, Birdie Birdie. It's very southern. I also will tell you this is upholstery material, friends, and upholstery material is really hard to get to lay flat when you are creating these books. Now, of course, all of my books are handmade out of cereal boxes and pasta boxes and things like that. Let's look at the spine. And we can see that we have, our typical kind of beaded spine. I've been asked to hold these things a little bit closer so you can see what's going on here. This one, I ran out of beads, y'all, so I had to use this tiny little pearl bead on here. I like to disclose exactly, if there are any foibles with my books. Now, we were talking about the fabric, and fabric adhering to the cardboard is sometimes, upholstery fabric is a tricky thing. So there's a wee bubble here, and there's a wee bubble there. The back, strangely turned out really well, of course, because that's kind of the way things are. But I do see like a wee ripple here. If you tilt and turn the book, you'll see that there are a couple bubbles, couple foibles, couple imperfect things. But hey, that is a handmade item, right? But I really do like to let you guys know exactly what's going on with a book. We were talking about the blank page. If we consider a blank page, which is a page like this, but, in this awesome little book of blanks, we have this very rich imagery. You can use this as a pre-made background, which is always a lot of fun just to see what you could do with paper that has a print or a pattern on it. I really like pockets, y'all, so I've included a couple pockets in two signatures in these books. I think it's fun to create something and then have a place for it. So whether you're making tags or art trading cards or clusters are really very popular right now. So, maybe you're making some clusters and you can just slip your clusters back into a book like this. We were talking about breaking a blank page. A really wonderful way to break a blank page is to do a companion kind of thing. So you've got a flow pocket here, and you can use the elements from a flow pocket to populate your blank book. You've got all kinds of elements to work with here. You've got collage elements, napkins, words, phrases, embellishments, numbers, everything that you might need to work in this book. It's really fun to have these two things together because it is compact. In other words, if you've only got 5 minutes to art, and you've got a pocket letter, and you've got a blank book, these two things just marry together perfectly. And I do have, I think, 3 of my pockets left in the store. So just, a suggestion to use one thing to populate another. You know, you may have a collection. Maybe you have a collection of, I don't know, ephemera or photographs or something like that that you want to use as an element in a book like this. The possibilities are just endless. You can use this as a diary. You can use it as a glue book. You can use the elements that are in your pocket letter in your glue book. You can use it as a junk journal. You can use it as a dream journal. Maybe you are, at a stage of life where you would like to note your days, so it can be a book of days, it can be a lady's journal, it can be a book of evenings. Maybe this is where you sit and talk about your day and what happened and the things that, maybe it's a book of wishes, maybe it's a book of possibilities, maybe it's a dream journal, maybe it's a book of dreams, things that you want to do, places you want to visit, people you would like to meet. A blank book is an open concept. It is just fun to work with them. I am actually making myself one so I can kind of jump in on this train. But I think mine might be a health journal, since I've had some issues lately, and maybe that is kind of the course that I'm going to take with my blank book. Bird and Butterfly is the name of this journal. It has a stretchy string, y'all. It also has the brad on it. I left the stretchy strings kind of long because as you complete your journal, as you work on it, as you make it your own, you will start to expand the journal, So I left you a generous amount of stretchy string on here. And then that way you can make a big mama, right? You can make one of those giant art supply journals that I sent one out yesterday. And even though the envelope was really big, my mailer was really big. It was a first class. No, it wasn't. It was a media. No, that's not right. The mail, I can't remember what it is. Anyway, it's a padded envelope, and I tell you, I had a hard time getting her in that padded envelope. It was like way big, and those padded envelopes are pretty darn big themselves. But you can do something like that. You can use this as a creative jump off space. I like things that are compact. It's fun to have a stash. It's awesome to use your stash, but sometimes it's like if you go into your stash and you're looking for something, it's like, well, 2 hours later, I'm still here, I'm still looking for stuff. That's another reason to kind of marry a pocket letter with something like this, is because the pocket letters have so much stuff in them. And neat, when you have a pocket letter, you can create, right? You can create with your pocket letter, but then you can also stick your creations back into the pocket letter. And that's really fun because you're taking one creation and you're populating another creation, and then you are altering the creation that you started with to make something entirely different, something entirely new. It's just fun when you think of creativity as a continuous process, as a work in progress, as something that really never gets finished, because it doesn't, because it's going to change. When I do these books and I ship them to you, you turn them into something else. How neat is that? It's co-creation, my friends. It is the stuff of magic. It is awesome, and it's powerful when you think about it, to be able to take one thing and turn that thing into another thing. So I hope that you guys like these new journals. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I've made several of these, and they are, thank you, pretty much flying out of the shop, which thank you. But I'm kind of running out of beads, and so I'm rethinking, my next project because I don't usually go buy stuff to make stuff. So we'll just have to see if more of these little journals are coming up or something different's coming up. You know how it is here. I am spirit-led, my friends. So whatever the boss gets up in the morning and says, this is what we're going to do today, then I'm like, okie dokie, that's what we'll do today. I don't argue. I just follow. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. See you soon. Bye.